Good morning, listeners and viewers, and welcome back to this episode of the Manager's Clinic that airs on Travis Radio every 10 a.m. On Saturdays and every 10 a.m. as a repeat on every Wednesday. As usual, I am your host, and again, I'm with Patrick here in the room. Today's topic will be one of a kind, and we want to talk about a ghost today. There's a ghost that haunts the boardroom, a ghost that haunts the corridors of the workplace. We know this ghost. We know where this ghost lives. We see this ghost every day. You call for a meeting. This ghost comes late. This ghost leaves very early. This ghost does not attend the meetings. And when you want to touch this ghost as a manager, it becomes very impossible because this ghost is untouchable. This ghost is the nephew or niece of the chairperson of the board. This ghost has been brought in by a special interest person. This ghost is a nephew or niece of a minister somewhere, of the co-founder of the organization, and this ghost is actually untouchable. Viewers and listeners, today we want to talk about the godfather syndrome. We shall not lament about it, but we want to see, what is it? What is this syndrome? How can we manage this syndrome? How is this syndrome killing organizations today? So with me in the studio again is Patrick. Patrick, you'll just say a few words and let us know what you do again and where we can find you and who is Patrick generally before we jump into this syndrome.
Wow. The ghost.
The ghost.
I hope I'm not the ghost.
I hope you're not the ghost. I hope you're not the ghost yourself.
I love that. I love the ghost aspect. Patrick is my name, and Patrick is the founder of the Manager Resource Center. Patrick is also so passionate about sports that I'm also a founder of the children's sports called Kitty Children's Sports. Yeah, we do a lot of things in there, right? I'm a management consultant.
All right.
Management is what I love and I breathe. I love to see people better versions of themselves.
Yeah.
People that are seeing things normally. People who are managing normally. So I love management and everything I love to do is about management. And yes, it's something that I love to do. And thank you guys for keeping tuning in every other single time. Thanks to Travis Radio, for giving us this space
of course.
that we share the knowledge that we have, and some of you, I think, when you look at us, you're like, man, these guys have a lot of gray hair, and they're even bald.
it's part of the curve.
Maybe if John actually took off his cap, I don't know.
No.
He said maybe
still, very okay.
Yeah. So we share our management experiences and lessons that we've learned over the years, because we don't want you to burn your fingers. We actually don't want you to burn your fingers. We want you to be a better version of yourself and the organization. So we have lots of things that we are doing. You can get in touch with us so that we come to you.
Yeah.
Okay? Or you can be part of our different initiatives, just like how we're having the Manager for Today training that is going to be happening in July. Sign up your teams, bring your teams on board, bring your teams on board. They'll never go back the same. Trust me, they will never go back the same.
Yeah.
And also your organization will never be the same again.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Patrick. So we want to dive into this syndrome. Patrick.
Yeah.
What is the godfather syndrome? And who is a godfather? We've had these things in organizations, in corridors, godfather. They have godfathers, but who is this godfather? What is this syndrome we're talking about?
As you said, the ghost.
Yeah.
You don't see the ghost.
You don't see the ghost.
You just
but
hear.
It's living with you.
You just hear. There's a ghost somewhere.
Yeah.
and then it shapes the way you do things. I remember when I was in primary, we had this place was in where the bell used to be. You had to climb and go up like the top of the roof. It had its own stairs, you know. It was small, it was dark. And would be there and someone would be saying, man, there's a ghost in there. There's a ghost up there, you know. And you're like, how? But they will tell you there are ghosts up there. I don't know, other time that to scare you not to go up. Because, you know, as young children, you can go up and be mischievous in that side up that there. So people used to fear like, man, I actually saw a ghost.
There's a ghost there.
There's a ghost. So what is ghost thing? What is Godfather bit? As a Godfather, this is a syndrome whereby people get into jobs. Okay? Or it's the act of people getting employment or getting to certain positions with a lot of undue influences, either directly or indirectly, from someone who is a major stakeholder in that organization. Or he has a lot of influence over the people who are in that organization, that they can actually get them from out of that organization. So the operation actually depend on them. They can decide to stiff for you. They can decide to make you achieve your goal. So that invisible hand, no?
They can make you the next CEO.
He can fire you. That's why you hear people saying, the board, because they have the capacity to fire the CEO and put you in. They have capacity to say, we want to do a restructuring of the organization, and then they bring in their people that they want in here. You know, so it's a lot of that influence in there. It's a lot of the things that are going in. And I think in our present situation, we hear a lot of that. Whom do I know? Whom do you know?
Whom do you know?
It's crazy. Whom do you know? You know? And the people that you come in that whom you know give you a lot of headache. Give you a lot of headache. And
So those are the godfathers. So the godfathers then create the godfather employee.
Yeah, the godfather employees. Those are the ones who come in, come in this space, you know, with undue pressures, you know.
Are these godfather employees usually qualified, or they're just placed there? Do they have qualifications? Do they have experience? Do they have what it takes? Or because?
Maybe before I get into whether they actually have the experience and the others, you know, you'll be asking, who is a godfather? What are those different types of a godfather? How these godfathers
are they godfathers in types?
They come about, you know. Now, one, a godfather can be made.
Okay.
Along the way, I entered this organization and I don't know anyone. There's no one who is backing me. I'm in because of the competence that I have, because of the influences and what I'm bringing on the table. But along the way, I get in the table, I'm in the organization, I create alliances, you know, I become good at my work, I'm the go-to person, you know, and then you find that the top leadership of the managers or some of the CEOs saying, we can't do away with John.
So
John is our man.
The CEO becomes a godfather.
Yes. So whatever John does, they're like, I can't do away with John. Okay.
So that is made along the way.
It's made along the way. Now that becomes your godfather. You know, like they'll tell you, now that one you can't touch. Leave him, you can't what?
Touch.
You can't touch. This guy's a performer. Okay. You can't touch him. They'll come for us. So just let him be. Okay. Right. So there's those ones there who are made along the way. But the others can also make you along the way. And they force you. Then there's those who are forced. Okay. Now this was not forced. There are those who force you to be their godfathers.
Okay.
Now, imagine a situation whereby, and we had this. There's a time one of these employees the manager wanted to transfer them to another location. And you know what happened? This guy says, I'm not going.
He refuses to move.
Says, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I want to stay in this place.
Yeah.
The manager says, no, you have to go. Like, I'm not going. And he told him, you know what? If you make me go, if you make me go,
Mhm.
just know that I have your information and I'm going to spill them.
So I have something about
I
you.
have something against you that you did that was not so good. You forced me.
Mm.
I'm going to.
Mm.
This manager coiled and he made sure that this guy is not touched.
So this employee created his own godfather
Godfather, to protect
because of
his
what he had.
protect his image. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the other ones, the other godfather is it's not either maybe it's them, okay, your relations. It's either you're the son, your father is the CEO,
The chair
the
is the
chair is
nephew
your
or
nephew,
something.
there's some relation you have with this person beforehand, and those ones are,
Mm.
and I think that's the most common type that we have and we think about.
Mm.
Actually, that's the most common type people. No, I know you, you know me, and what, but those are the most common type that we know,
You know someone who knows someone who knows someone.
who knows someone who can,
Therefore.
can tell you,
So in these godfather employees, and I had asked this earlier whether they are performers or not, but what characteristics, how do we tell, what are their behaviors at work to make us say, it seems Patrick has a godfather. How do they what behaviors do they have? Because we need people to actually start to identify these people. What behaviors do they have at work where you say this guy might have a godfather? Let's be careful.
Now, there are these guys who have this I don't care attitude. Okay? I don't care. You do what you want.
It's
Do even
okay.
tell you, do what you want. What do you think you can do? What do you mean? What do you think you can do? Just do what you want.
So I don't care
I
attitude.
don't care.
Do what you want to
Do
do.
what you want. And you can do it. And even tell you want to do it, you try and do it.
Mm.
And then you see whether you'll succeed. They'll
Mm.
even tell you, you'll be the one going out next.
Okay.
So you better try.
Oh, you can even say you'll be fired.
Yeah, so they don't have that. They are usually arrogant. Okay.
So they're arrogant.
They are usually arrogant. And, you look at someone and who is that?
How did
That
he
one.
even get the job?
He's not even get the job. Is that
So-
guy
so
even
these godfather
qualified?
employees have some kind of ghostish power.
And they're like, how? Okay. They'll talk ill about you, the manager. If they don't like you, they'll talk ill. Like, they can easily report you. There are the guys who report a lot. Things which are not even true.
They create stories
It creates a lot of stories,
to get you in trouble.
Yeah, they
Because
will.
they have an upper hand
Yeah.
or something.
The guys who set up their own rules. I've been in a place and a guy sets up his own rules and says, I'll come in at 11. I'll leave at 2.
I won't do the appraisal.
I'm not doing the appraisal, but make sure that my appraisal is what?
Good.
Filled and good. All right?
Mm.
I'm like, but how? How? Okay? So the thing is, the majority of the godfather employees usually bring a wrong character, a wrong feel in the workplace. But we are not saying that is the case for everyone. Okay? There are usually some positive.
So you're saying there's some positive.
There's some positive.
There are some positive godfather employees. How does that play out? How can one be positive? Because most times this employee, because of the arrogance, they are not liked. They have heirs around. They are threatening everyone. How can they be positive? And listeners and viewers, if you're a godfather employee, just listen up to how much positivity you can then play in the organization. So what positive role can they play?
Imagine this situation whereby there was this situation, okay, that this guy came and he told you, you know what, I'm so and so's son. Okay, I'm actually the son of the founder of this place, of the company. But you know what? No, I'm not going to use it against you. May have come to learn. Give me whatever you want me to do. What would you do? You'll ask yourself, wow, this guy
He's a big boy, but he's not.
and he's down to earth,
Mm,
and he's doing things
mm,
that the others can't do.
mm,
He's humble.
mm,
He respects you.
mm,
I mean, those are rare, but they're there. Actually,
Mm.
they're so there.
They're
That-
also there.
Now, these are people who want to build their own positive careers.
yeah.
Okay? They want to be taken as who they are, not what.
But they are
Okay?
the son of, the
No.
nephew of, the
What do I
niece
have?
of.
What do I? How am I
Okay.
impacting on the others? You know.
Mm,
Now, these guys are the ones who will soften for you the things at the workplace,
mm,
because you don't have the connections to to the top guys.
So they
But
can
they
help
have.
connect.
Yes, actually, there's
Alright,
one time
yeah.
we had there was this place I was in, and we had a story. It was told about in Congo. Then, in the 94s there, in the 2000 there, and there was a lot of war in there. And this organization, the country said no more money being given out. Any one organization and all that. And this organization leadership was looking for the bank guy, the top person, the general manager of the bank. And as they were talking, like, but guys, how are we going to get to this person? Guess what? The person that was cleaning asked them, what is that? Whom do you guys want? You want to meet this guy? Like, yes. Like, that is easy. Like, what? When do you want to go and meet him? When do you want to go and meet him? I'm like, this day. Like, it's okay. When you're ready, let me know. We go and you guys meet him. So this whole top management of this organization, you know, they went to meet this guy, the minister. This guy reached there, who was the sweeper, reached there like, hey, uncle, how are you doing? What? You know what? These guys have come. These people have come here. They wanted to talk to you. They are my organization I work in. They have something. They have to talk to you. Help them out. And this guy walked out. You know what? The bank proved the monies they wanted. They grabbed the money, put it in their work, in their safe, and they continued operations even in that kind of chaos. You know. Now that was positive, connective. Okay.
So the godfather employee can actually be positive, other than using their position to step on everyone and take command.
No.
So they should rather think about the positives they can add instead of So there is a situation, Patrick, and I just want to ask how this would be handled by a manager relating to the godfather employees. What tricks and techniques? Because at times these godfather employees, as we have said, they're either impacting positively or negatively. Sometimes they are performers and non-performers. Now, here is a situation where a godfather employee is not a performer. How can you best give them feedback? Because please note, you have to be very careful, because the godfather employee is threatening your job. They can get you sacked. They can get you fired simply because they are, they are placed in that kind of way.
Yeah.
What are the techniques a manager would use to give feedback to this godfather employee?
One of the things that you have to do is, I usually love to go back to the basic. Okay, anything that concerns performance, you need to start from a baseline. What are your targets? Simple. What are your targets? Okay, and that has to be very clear. Know the targets that you're supposed to be delivering on. If you don't have those targets, it becomes a problem. So one, make sure that you've set the targets and any feedback with this person.
If the godfather employee refuses the target, I've refused, what will you do? And I can get you fired.
You have evidence.
I can get you fired.
You have evidence.
You know, these young boys and girls.
I know.
Have influence.
I know.
Hey.
I know. But you have to stick to your gun as well and say, you know what, we have to do this. If you're not, I'm documenting this. Okay? I'm documenting this so that you're able to know. And everyone will know what happened and what didn't happen, you know? And you'll tell the guys, yeah, it's okay. you can fire me, provided I know I've done the right thing. Simple. You know, when you live someplace when you know that your conscience is good, it's better.
It's clear.
It's clear. You need to. You know, you need to have a conscience that is clear because of what you do.
Some will even say they will arrest you. Eh?
I know.
Huh?
Sometimes it's just threats. Sometimes people
it's threats.
you know, they may fear even to do it. But because they know that you'll fear, okay, they'll bring in those things. First test them. Tell them it's okay, go and bring them. Let them come and do that.
And see what happens.
Yes, test them. I mean, some guys they know if I say this, they'll bark because they know it's my dad. It's my uncle. You know, they'll bark. No, just let them bring them on. Bring it on. We test.
Is there a way? Is there a situation where you can reach the actual godfather, or they are always very invisible, as we have said, they are ghosts?
It depends.
It depends.
Now, you as a manager, you need to study. I love telling people that study your employees. Okay, get to know who they are. Now, once you get to know who is this godfather, then you'll get to know how best you can. Okay, some of them are within your circles. Some of them are not. Okay, but some of them you have connection through other people to them. All right, you can use that to them. Yes. So once you need to learn. Okay, this person says so. Who is his godfather?
So are you saying we can also try and manage the godfathers?
Yes.
And that's a topic I want us to jump into right after the break. Viewers and listeners, we will be going for a very short break, but immediately after the short break, we want to explore on the ways to understand who the godfather is, how to manage that situation, and then how to manage the godfather employee. Please stay tuned and don't jump out. Thank you.
Perched on the serene slopes of Mutungo Hill, surrounded by eye-catching city views, stories are not just told, they are told boldly and courageously. Welcome to Suavis Production, the home of all things audiovisual, from cinematic video production, photography, sound engineering, live event coverage, podcast recording, voiceovers, audiobook narration. Service production is where creativity meets courage. Don't keep that story away. Bring it on. Bring it to life. Share it with the world. Whether you are an artist, a brand, a change maker, we will help you tell it with power, clarity, and unforgettable impact. Our studio is located on Mutungo Hill with its peaceful environment and breathtaking cityscape. It's open every day of the week. Make your booking now. Your story deserves to be seen and heard. Service production. Capture, create, inspire.
Welcome back to the Manager's Clinic right here on Suavis Radio. Welcome back from the break, and thank you for continuing to be online. And we're just continuing from where we stopped. The discussion today is around the godfather syndrome, and what we're diving into now for the next bit of the show is again, where do we find this godfather? Who makes this godfather? How do we manage the godfather employee? And Patrick, over to you again with the godfather. I don't know if you were once a godfather employee. I'm not very.
I don't know.
Sure, but, how do we get to these godfathers? Try and understand them. Try and manage them, if that is possible. Again, then we'll dive into again the godfather employee. How do we manage that employee at work? Because as we said earlier, they have some kind of influence. Over to you.
As we are getting out before the break. We're looking at who are the godfathers. Do you understand who the godfather is? Because if you don't get to who the godfather is, or you don't know who the godfather is, then what are you going to be managing? What are you going to be managing? So you need to manage based on facts, based on knowledge, on who are these who are these godfathers. Some of them you can directly get to them, some of them you can't get to them. Okay? Once you understand them, you know, I've had this story whereby this guy told these recruits that had come in and told them, hey, you guys, I know many of you guys are here, but you entered in via cheat. You know, someone wrote a cheat, you know, and you entered in. You came in here,
Mm,
but here now, cheats don't work. Those cheats stopped for you enter in. You've entered in. Now the cheats don't.
They don't apply.
They don't apply. Okay? So you need to know what are the work ethics of the godfather. Okay? Can you actually influence them or not? If you did certain things, would they be objective or not? Would they be rational or not? Okay? Or would they be the people like, I don't care what you're saying. Why did you touch my person? Why did you fire my person?
The godfathers
Okay?
not a joke.
You know? Why did you fire my person?
Explain.
Come on, explain. You know, rush now. Don't
Who
even
did this? They summon you like a problem.
Someone you like you're nothing. Okay? So sometimes when you get to know them, but also, you know, I love people who are also firm on their belief. Okay? If you're not firm in your belief, the godfather also may take you for granted. Some of them. Yeah.
That's why you have to know who.
You need to know who. And then when you need to know who, then you need to stay firm on your decisions. Because if you're not firm, and if you don't stay in that lane, then they'll start telling you, but this, you have different
views.
You here, do this. Then the other one, you do this.
Yeah.
You know, don't give them a gap that they're going to come to you and they say, but you treated the other one differently. You're treating mine differently. Why are you that you're treating this guy badly and yet you're treating them? Let it all be fair so that they know that it's all fair. And people will give you testimonies that, you know what, no, my manager does ABCD to all of us, you know, than saying, it favors the other one, it favors this one, because you need to know the impact.
But now they have a challenge because the manager will start to manage to work on at the pace of the godfather. that poses another kind of a challenge. But let's jump on to
you see, before, if the manager starts working at the pace of
the pace of the godfather,
it means that
then the manager also becomes a godfather.
He's also maybe a godfather employee now, because why would you? Why
it happens? You're fearing, Patrick. You're fearing for your job.
The manager needs.
You want your job.
I know.
And you know how people treasure their jobs. No one wants to lose a job in Uganda today.
You need your job, yes.
So,
but you need to also know what's your legacy like. Okay, you need to know. You know, when we are talking around, when you come, set your strategies, set your goal. How are they going to remember you? Okay, when you walk out of this organization,
they remember you as a godfather.
They remember you a godfather employee, or you remember there's that guy called David that managed you because he had a godfather called Frank. Okay, or you're going to say, no, it wasn't that. You know, this guy actually handled those guys, right? Actually, at one time I had this scenario whereby we had this guy. I think for me, the way I am, I'm a straightforward guy.
Where you sit,
whatever I've been doing, I'm a straightforward guy. That one time, one of my colleagues tells me, you know what? There's this thing happening, you know, in one of the places working. This guy just doesn't give a damn about his manager. He just does anything he wants. He just takes the vehicle whenever these guys want.
And it's forceful most times. Yeah?
And this guy said, this guy survived. I wish it was Patrick.
They wouldn't pass you.
Like, this guy survived. I wish it was Patrick. You didn't care who is telling him a godfather. Give me the work. Simple. You know? So you need to create when you walk out. Well, they know. You know, we have had a lot of stuff with you, with some of the people we've been doing some work with. And, you know, there's certain things that rub me the wrong way.
I know.
Because why? You know? Because the whole essence is, I love fairness.
You love fairness. So jumping back directly into the organization now, and we have these godfather employees. What 3 strategies would you advise on managing them? You know they have power. You know they have an influence on your job. You know they can get you fired. Sometimes they can step over you. What would be the best way of managing? Because everyone wants a harmonious environment, harmonious work environment. How would you best advise the managers, these employees? Because we are living with them, we know where they are. Some know how to manage them, some don't know how to manage them. Some managers get into problems. But what's the best way? Because this problem, Patrick, will not go away. We will always have godfather employees and godfathers.
Okay. You've heard of the term. They call it the public praise, private policy.
Public praise, private policy. It's a strategy. Tell us. That's a good one. It's a new one.
Public praise,
Yeah.
private policy.
Okay.
Praise someone. Okay. These guys have some good things that they do. Praise them in the public. John, you know what? I love the way you did that work. You are prompt. You are good. You provided it well.
So give him
Praise
the
them.
errors in
Recognize them in the where everyone is. Okay. Then get down to John on your private, like, but John, you know, your quality of that work wasn't the best.
That's
Yes,
the private aspect.
yes,
now.
private. No,
Right.
not everyone is watching, because if you bring it in the public space, this guy will say, okay, so that's how you want to play the game. Let me also show you, because I have authority. I'll use that authority on you.
To get you out of the seat.
Yes. So let's use the publicly praise this guy. Publicly
Praise.
give him critical feedback that he's not doing so well.
Private.
So public praise, you know. Okay. Yeah. Then also you also have what they call the neutral third party. Okay.
The neutral third party.
The neutral third
Okay.
party, you know. I've talked with you one-on-one, you know, I mean, things are not working out, you know. Let me get to the HRR. Let me get to maybe another colleague of
someone to
mine
sit in
to
and
come and
listen.
sit in. You know, we're now 3 parties in there. So the neutral third party, we have 3 guys in there, 3 different people, me, the other, the staff, and another person. And then we help solve that conflict or that situation at hand. It helps a lot, you know. So once you're doing some of those things, you know, this person like, okay, I think I was wrong. You, the third guy, you're looking at things on an objective way. You're not taking anyone's side, but your thing is, what is the right thing that these guys need to do? And you're giving them the recommendation. You're giving them critical feedback on exactly what each one is supposed to have done right and not doing right, and they really need to do that.
So that's the neutral third
yes,
party.
that's the neutral third party that you really need to do, you know. And yeah, the other thing is also in all these things, as well as you keep doing this thing, usually I still say, guys, and especially organizations that don't have policies, and you know, I mean, those are things we live for. Those are things we do a lot, you know.
Advice can be.
Yes, the policies. If you don't have the policies, you don't know how to formulate the policies, please get in touch with the Manager Resource Center. Those are some of the things that we do. Because an organization cannot run without policies, the rules, the guidelines, and all that. Systems. Those are things that we do. You can get in touch with us so that you know that you're soundproof with your policies, the rules, and the others, and people are able to. And these policies will be very user-friendly for you. It's just get and go. You know, it's not complicated. We tailor it in a way that all of you understand. Anyone understand it. So the policies are something that you really need to have in place. You know, if you don't, then
you lose it. So, Patrick, as we conclude this discussion for today, there's something I want to jump into, and it's called, I'd want to call it the meritocracy myth. Now, merit seems to have gone to the dogs, if I may say. Everyone thinks, especially the newer, maybe the graduates, those looking for jobs, it seems to be something about connections, and that there's no more merit. If you don't have a connection, you won't get the job. If you don't have a godfather, you won't get the job. How are you then advising the graduates of today to regain confidence in specific systems? And, because, no connection, no job. You can't see the, minister, CEO, whatever, if you're not connected. But you're very good, you're a good performer and things like that. So that's what I'm calling the meritocracy myth. What do you advise the young graduate today and the listener and the viewer out there?
Some years back, there was this guy that we worked with. He told me there was an opportunity that came through, and then he went for it. But when he was applying for this opportunity, they told him, but you know what, these guys have earmarked already an insider for that
happens a lot.
Okay? He has already been earmarked for that. And someone's like, what do you gain by just applying? What do you lose? What do you lose by just applying? Just apply. It's okay. Just do it. And this guy like, okay. He applies. They select him for the interview.
Through the just.
And you're like, I'm wasting time, but let me just do it for the just, Just for just. He's selected for the next round. Like, okay. Now, and now each of these rounds they're going, the other guy whom he'd been told about is also in there. I'm like, but why should I even now still go ahead? These guys are just passing my time. What? Someone like, still, it's okay. You've gone all this process.
Take it on.
Just go. You never know what's going to happen, The guys go. For the final interview, there were two guys.
So they did the interview. For the final interview.
Yes, him and the other guy. Whom
the supposedly selected guy and him.
Yeah. So this guy is finished. Guess what?
Who got it?
This other guy. The outsider.
The outsider got it.
Who didn't have a godfather? Because obviously the other guy had already a godfather who was within the organization.
That godfather was not strong.
I think that godfather. I wish that godfather. That godfather shouldn't be my godfather.
That godfather was
So this guy did get the job. So what am I telling the young guys out there and you who may start fearing because of that? I'll tell you that not every place
has this.
Not every place has those vices and those vices. The places, and they are still there. They're enough. They follow the rules. Okay. Merit is in there. They'll follow all the recruitment processes. They do everything in there. We've had situations where like, why should I apply to those places? Put in your things. Apply. You'll never know if you don't apply.
Yeah.
Okay? The only way is for you to apply. If you don't apply, then how are you going to start telling us that place is so and so? Apply. It may be your luck. Okay? Anything can happen. So please, not every place is the same. Make sure that you apply for that. Then the other thing is, I usually tell people, make sure that your competence is up high there. Now, this other guy, why he beat the other guy? Because he showcased competence that was much more superior than the other earmarked person. Okay? And because they're in the panel, they just said, you know what, I think we really need this guy on board. Not this godfather that we've been grooming. Okay? So build your competence so that you make it hard for people not to say yes. Okay? Let them do anything, but make it harder for them to and I said, learn. The other thing is also learn about some of these organizations. Learn. Okay? How are the people? What's their culture is? Will you be able to bring some positive changes in there, or you're not going to? If you think you're not going, doesn't match you, leave it. Okay? So sometimes you don't have to go in.
So there is hope, basically.
There is hope.
So, Patrick, as we end this conversation for today, I would like to ask, what are your final biscuit takeaways for the listeners and the viewers out there on the issue relating to the Godfather syndrome?
I call it the godfatherism.
Godfatherism. Okay, you should write about
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I need to do a godfatherism.
Yeah,
book in there.
godfatherism.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's here with us. Okay, I may be a godfather. You may be a godfather. All right, the scale may vary on how you are. The godfathers who are rational, the godfathers who are not. All right, the godfathers who put you in there and want you to do the right thing, but the godfathers who don't. The others who don't even think that they're godfathers. All right, just know that whether you're directly or indirectly a godfather or not, there are lots of things that you're doing on the people that are watching, or they are in your organization, or they are in your what? In your space. Please, let's understand the impact of what our godfatherism is on the workspace, on the people, on everyone. Okay? And we as the Manager Resource Center, because our major objective is to ensure that we build people or our vision into ensure that everyone exhibit management with distinction. And that distinction means that in anything that you do, it has to be there. Okay? Excellence in everything that you do. And because of that, as you've heard and you keep hearing our conversations, these are practical things that we go through. We have gone through it and we've seen it. Okay? I think some of the gray hairs is not for nothing. You've actually seen some of these things going through. And we have lots of packages that you can actually get in touch with us. And when you have it to you guys, or you can go to you and take you through some of them. We have lots of management courses that we have. One of the most interesting one that we have, that it's called management skills for today. Those are the things that you really need to survive in this. So come July, please be part of it. Send us your people. Send us because we are the clinic. We are the clinic.
We treat.
We diagnose. We treat. We make sure that you go to the next level, that you're healed. So thank you very much for watching. Keep liking our pages. Keep commenting. Keep sharing with the rest of the people. Never forget to tune in every Saturday. Never forget to tune in every Wednesday at 10 a.m. with service. And also, when you're just in your free time, the music is good. The music is good. Just sit back, relax, listen to the music. You're on the go, wherever you are, you're doing your jogging, you're in your office space. Just listen to that music as well. So thank you, and we meet again.
Thank you so much, listeners and viewers. I think it's been quite insightful, and we've learned a lot around the ghost that we call the Godfather syndrome. It is here to stay, but it can be managed, and not all is lost. You don't need a godfather in all aspects. But yes, the ghost lives with us. And again, thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being with us for these 45 minutes. Again, the Manager's Clinic airs on Swavis Radio at 10 a.m. every Saturday, and there's a repeat every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Thank you so much, and see you next Saturday. Thank you.